So when customers search for your local product or service, how can you make sure that they call you before they call your competitor? Well, you've entered the world of local SEO. Local what? Local search engine optimization. And I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can improve your local SEO without being an SEO expert and without being a technical guru. Let's jump right in. Hey, I'm Rodger, RodgerandMelissa.com. And real quick before we get started, go ahead and leave us a comment down below and just let us know if you've ever tried to do anything around improving your local SEO. We'd like to know. So just as some background, let me explain the difference really quick between organic SEO and local SEO. Again, SEO stands for search engine optimization. This is how you get moved up in the search engine results in places like Google, Bing. We're going to focus on Google because it's still just such a popular search engine. Organic SEO is really for the broader web, right? It's for websites. It's not location specific. Local search engine optimization has a geographical component to it. So if you search for dog trainer near me or plumber near me, those results are going to be driven by businesses that are in a certain area. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So the first factor that affects your local SEO that you can concentrate on, and this is a really big one. This is making sure that you have a claimed and optimized Google My Business listing. Now, a Google My Business listing is when you type in dog trainer near me and those listing of businesses pop up and there's little dots on the map. Each one of those is a Google My Business listing. It's basically Google's directory of businesses. Now, you may already have one and not know it, or you might not have one and have to create it. So let me cover both of those scenarios. If you search in Google and maybe you say your business and your city and your listing does not come up, then you don't already have a Google My Business listing. If it does come up and you click on it, you can look up there and right underneath where the hours of operation are, it might say, is this your business? If it says, is this your business with a question mark, that means nobody has claimed that that is their business. And that is what you want to do. You want to claim it as your business. Now, once you choose that, Google will walk you through the process of claiming that as your business. And I believe the final step in that is going to be verifying that that business is yours. Now, I'll cover that in just a second because you're going to have to do it if you have to create a brand new Google My Business listing. So if you can't find your business in Google's results, then you need to create your own. So go to google.com/business and there's a selection for, create my business or start. I can't remember the exact language, but click on that and Google will walk you through step by step how to create your Google My Business listing. Now, at the end of that, you're going to have to verify, just like we talked about before, that that is your business. So whether you're claiming a listing that's already there or you're creating a brand new listing, probably the easiest way to verify that it's your business is the postcard option. And what Google does is they will take the address that is either on the current listing or that you created in the listing you created. They're going to mail a postcard to that address that's the address of record for your business. On that postcard, when you get it, is going to be a code. You're then just going to log back into that listing and you're going to put that code in there. Now Google knows you are the owner of that business because you received that postcard at the business's address. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to fill out your listing as complete as possible. There's lots of things in there. Again, Google walks you through it. Just go to each section one by one and fill out as much information as you can around the description of your business, the category of your business, the types of things you offer, your hours of operation, the types of payment that you accept. You want to upload photos inside your business, outside your business, service work going on, like if you are a carpet cleaner, show photos of your before and after. All of these can be uploaded there. Now, we'll tell you one trick you can do is to geotag your photos. You might say, what in the world is that? Well, geotagging is the process of taking the location of your business, the latitude and longitude, and tagging that to the photo. Now, this is very simple to do. This is how you do it. go to a website called GeoIMGR.com. I'll put it on the screen here. There's a free package. You don't even have to pay for it. And there's a video there that walks you through how to do it, but you basically upload your photo, you search for your business address, it's going to find it, it's going to take the latitude and longitude, and it's going to tag it to your photo. You then download that photo and save it, and now you have a geotagged photo that you can upload to your Google My Business listing. Now, you're also probably thinking, why in the world do I do that? Why does that matter? Well, it's this, and this is the one thing you need to understand about all of these things that we're doing. The more Google trusts your business, the more likely they are to recommend your business in the way of search results, right? So if Google trusts that you are who you are, and all your information points back to this is your business, this is a legitimate business, it's at this address, these photos are about a business at this address, Google's going to trust you more. And the more trust Google has, the more they're going to recommend you to potential clients. The second thing you want to do is on your website, you want to have throughout your website references to local areas. So if I'm near Charlotte, North Carolina, if I have a business that serves Charlotte or surrounding cities, I might want to have verbiage on my pages that mentions Charlotte. I want to have my address on the page. I might want to have blog posts that mention Charlotte or surrounding areas, Belmont, Gastonia, Rock Hill, Fort Mill, these surrounding cities in my blog post. I may have events that I'm doing. I want to promote those events on my page. They're mentioning things that are going on in those areas so that when people search for your products or services in those areas, it's giving Google signals that you operate in that area, and it will also help those results. The third thing you want to do is ensure that your name, your address, your phone number, and your website are always consistent wherever you are listed on the internet. In other words, if your business is listed in directories across the internet, and you want to make sure that your name, your address, and your phone number are consistent. Remember, the more consistent your information is across the internet, Google sees all this stuff. The more consistent you are, the more they trust you, the more likely they are to recommend you in their search results. So what I would do here, because there's probably things out there that you don't even know about, that mentions your business. If you've been on the web, if your business has been on the web for any amount of time, and it doesn't take long, right, is to use a service that can help you with that consistency. I would not recommend going through and doing manual searches for all of these places and changing your information. What I would recommend you do is use something like Moz Local. There's another one called Bright Local. I would just recommend Moz because it's one of those, it's kind of a done for you and it's not very expensive. I think they have packages for like $129 or $199 for the entire year. And really you're giving them information and they're going to go out and look for your listings and make sure that if they need to correct it, that it is corrected. They'll submit those requests to those directories. They'll also submit them to what's called data aggregators, which all that means is these data aggregators actually feed your information to directories across the internet. So the more you're out there, the better, right? And the more consistent you are, the more Google's going to trust you. And the fourth thing you want to do is to continually gather reviews from your customers. Now, you don't have to just do this on Google. It is a ranking factor, but it's not just about search results. It's also about social proof. And social proof is huge. You think about it. If you get a recommendation from a friend, you're much more likely to give that place your business than if you just, looked it up on your own. Reviews are not necessarily recommendations from friends, but they are recommendations from people who have used that product or service. So always maybe ask a couple of times. You can get reviews on Google, on recommendations on Facebook. You might do Yelp. But you can do things like industry-specific ones around Angie's List or Houzz or things like that. So there you have it. That's 4 ways that you can increase the likelihood of showing up in the search results for local search engine optimization and making sure that people pick up the phone to call you because they see your good reviews. That can easily help you get that phone call before your competitor. So I hope that brought you some value. If it did, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so that you don't miss any of the great content that we put out every single week. All the best. Take care.